Hey guys, Drifter here. Today's video is all about the Dallas-Fort Worth fan meetup that I'm going to be holding tomorrow. The gameplay that you're seeing is me playing in an open lobby with subscribers and some people I know. I think it's about 4 or 5 people I know and then another 4 subscribers. I guess that makes a team of 9. We're rolling into ground war, having a fun. We're playing against an organized clan over here, so they do play hard. In the beginning, I don't do very well, but I do pick up as it goes. And this is all about the fan meetup, so if you're not interested in that, you can bounce. But I got a lot of information for you about what's going to be going on. As I said before, this is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, more specifically Arlington, Texas. I have a bad habit of saying Dallas just because in between Dallas and Fort Worth, the 2 mega cities swallowed up about 10 other smaller cities, and it's all one big metro now. There are 2 events for this. There is a lunch event from 12 to 2 and a dinner event from 7 to 9. There's an RSVP link down there in the description that has the address of this location, phone numbers, everything you need to know on how to get there if you're able to come in the times. I would highly recommend that some of you come to lunch because there are some capacity issues on the restaurant and way more people are signing up for dinner. If you want to be in a smaller group and if you want to help me keep this sane and orderly, if that's even possible, then I would just recommend you signing up for lunch. And the RSVP is important, again, not because I like having you guys fill out paperwork, but because my in-laws own the restaurant and they do have a maximum seating capacity that they have to obey because it's a fire hazard otherwise. And I'm trying to keep this somewhat controlled for them. They're doing me a big favor by lending me pretty much the whole restaurant for you guys, and it hurts their business a little bit, so I don't really want to flood them in and get them into any trouble on top of that. What I want to say about the event is that you're free to come on in, say hello. There's going to be a big sign on the door. That's what I'm planning to do. I'm going to get up in the morning and make the sign and put it up there. Just come in and say hello to me. In the last fan meetup event, which is linked down in the description, we had a few people that were too shy to say hello, or there weren't like seats at the big table. Nobody came over. It was a little bit awkward, but just come on in. Everybody's friendly. Everything's going to be cool. I'm giving away as much stuff as possible. Right now, this is looking like it's going to be GFuel because the Gamma people are going to be there. A lot of the Gamma gamers are going to be in town, and the employees from Gamma. I don't think any of the gamers are coming. Nobody's reached out to me yet, but a lot of the Gamma employees are coming, and what they told me is that they're going to bring big boxes of 100 or 200 of the sample packets to give away, which is the final product. It just comes in a smaller serving. So there's going to be a ton of that. If you're interested in any of that, you can pick it up. And what I'm going to try to do here is have sort of a very informal lunch and then a very sort of informal dinner. We're just going to try and I'm going to be very, very busy. This is when MLG Dallas is coming around, and I'm going to be the cameraman for Gamma and for the better part of the optic crew. I'm going to be filming them. Got a lot of stuff going on, so it's going to be crazy busy. And this is where I'm going to come unwind. I'm just going to come and sit down and have lunch, have dinner, meet a lot of friendly faces, hang out, have fun. Hopefully everything is going to be good and fun. The last one was very, very fun. It's linked down there in the description. It got a little bit crazy. There is a good possibility that other YouTubers are going to be there. I can't say which ones or who or what, because even the last time I went to MLG Dallas, I met a dozen people that I didn't even know that was going to be there. During the last event, Wicked Shrapnel was there, which was very, very unexpected. I'm not going to say Wicked's coming to this one. I have no idea who or what, but it'll probably be fun, and it'll probably be familiar faces for you. I do not really have a plan for this. It's not like, all right, we're going to eat lunch, and now we're going to play Call of Duty, and then it's going to be bingo, and then we're going to... Not really. I'm just going to show up, see what's going on, talk to everybody, play everything by ear. There are some other shops nearby that have interesting things going on, so we can bounce out there, or if any of you bring any really fun toys, we can bounce to the parking lot and play with those. And I also kind of don't have a backup plan for this. The restaurant has a maximum seating capacity, and in the initial RSVP list, I had an absurd amount of people sign up. A lot of those are troll signups because a lot of people entered a bunch of junk information, but even after I took out all the junk information, there still appeared to be a few too many people. So if too many people show up, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do. I think I'm going to bring tables, we're going to bring something, we're going to break this to the parking lot. I don't have a backup plan. We're just all winging this today. Maybe I'll just drive everybody to MLG Dallas and shoot paintballs at people on the way. I don't have a clue what's going on. This is going to be the least organized and most fun fan meetup you've ever been to. When it comes to the food, I've got a lot of questions about the food. And the food at the restaurant is not free. You do have to pay for that. Well, you have to pay for it if you order it. There's no requirement for you to order the food. There's no requirement for you to eat anything. I'm not making anybody spend any money to come and meet me because that's a little bit douchey, but I'm going to be sitting down. I'm going to be having lunch. I would recommend that you also sit down and order something to eat. That's kind of how we're going to do this. And my in-laws did kind of give me the whole restaurant with the expectation that the majority of people would get something to eat, so I'd appreciate it. But again, if that's not your deal, there's no pressure. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. The food is very inexpensive. Most plates are somewhere between $6 and $8. The Most expensive thing they have on the menu, I think, is closer to $9. So don't fret about that. There's no worries. If you have any sort of gluten allergies or peanut allergies, pretty much everything is made with a rice or rice-based noodle, and there are quite a few nut and peanut-based dishes, so do be aware of that if you have allergies. My wife, unfortunately, is not able to come. She's going to be working that night. She works 12-hour shifts as a nurse, which, that's the real job. I sit at home and play video games all day. She goes and saves people's lives and stuff like that, so she's going to be very busy doing that. She's still a little bit sick right now, so she's probably going to be in a slightly grumpy mood after recovering from sickness. Maybe not wanting to meet her that day anyway. I thought maybe she can bring Ozzy. We talked about this. Ozzy is not allowed in the restaurant because he is a dog, and that is a violation of health and safety standards. And there may be some people that are allergic to dogs, and it is very crowded, and there's a lot of food that the dog probably shouldn't be eating, and he is very, very good at getting food from people with these little puppy dog eyes and puppy dog faces, so he's definitely not coming to the lunch meetup. And it's unlikely but possible that if my wife is feeling really squirrely when she gets off work, she might bring him to the dinner one, to the parking lot, but very, very unlikely because it's a lot of hassle to have Ozzy there, and I don't know, he doesn't really talk much. Only, it's kind of funny, like he talks and I can hear him talk and the microphone records him, but nobody else can hear him talk, so it's really awkward when we go out in public. And again, I don't really have a plan for this chaos. The fan meetup is going to be a lot like this game here. I just invited anybody and everybody that wanted to come. We all got in here, we partied up. We had a common goal here at least, which is capturing flags and killing people, and we're very, very good at this. I don't know how good we're going to be at eating Chinese food and keeping everything orderly in the restaurant and up to code and standard and whatnot, but hopefully it's fun. Hopefully we do get a good video from it. I'm going to be recording the whole time. What's going to happen is like I said, I'm the camera crew for the Gamma guys, and when they come to the fan meetup, they're bringing some, of course they're bringing the product, but they're also going to be bringing the camera, and they're going to swap over and kind of be camera guy for me. I'm going to be recording, so if you do come, I hope you don't mind me recording you and perhaps posting some of the footage here on this channel. It's not going to be anything extreme, and we're not going to like spy on you or anything, but it is nice to just get a nice big picture or video with everybody in it. And hopefully it's fun. Hopefully you like seeing yourself. Ooh, watch this hunter killer. Legit Grape just threw that, and he went nuts. I think that was a 5-man feed with the hunter killer on the objective. A lot of points on this one. Some people have asked me if this is going to be too crowded, if I'm not going to be able to meet you, if there's not going to be any people there, if this is going to be awkward. And my honest answer is I don't know what's going to happen. I've had 2 total fan meetups. The first one was a smashing success. We had about 15 people there. Wicked Shrapnel also came. Everybody, we sat at a big table, we ate, and everything was cool. The second one, I told everybody that I was going to be having a fan meetup in Seattle. What actually happened is the Seattle-Tacoma airport is really in Tacoma and not really close to Seattle. So one person showed up, and we had a one-person fan meetup, and me and him went to a Chinese restaurant, again, just because it was conveniently located to the hotel, and just had dinner, and that was, it really wasn't awkward. Like, you think like 2 random strangers eating dinner. It really wasn't. It was kind of neat, but it would probably look strange to an outsider. And I don't know how many people are coming. Like, I looked at the list. George W. Bush is coming twice. Michael Jackson has raised from the dead to come. Fuck You Drifter is coming. You a Bitch Nigga is coming. Also, Asian bitches have small titties. Coming is coming, and that's coming with a U instead of an O. He said he's coming. Lots of interesting names. Mike Hunt is coming. Mike Literis. And I tried to delete the obviously fake ones, tried to delete all the names where they signed up like 8 times back to back to back. But there's some trolls out there that are better than me, and they signed up using very real sounding names at different times, and I'm not entirely sure. And I know there's some people that are going to sign up and have every intention of coming, but life is complicated and you might not be able to make it, but that's not a big deal. Definitely going to be doing more of these in the future. So I really don't know what to expect. I don't know what I'm going to see from you guys. Like, you all know what I look like. You're going to spot me as soon as I get there. I'm going to stand out. There's going to be a big sign, all that kind of stuff. I have no idea who I'm going to meet, and that's something that I like. I think that's cool because I like meeting new people. I like learning about new people, which is, in this case, learning about you because all of you watch my videos. So understanding your thought process is really neat to me, and it's really neat to meet you in person. You talk to a lot of people through messages, but messages lack context on a lot of occasions. They lack connotations and vocal subtleties that you get when you meet somebody for real, and that's very, very important. and hopefully everything is going to be fun. Right now I'm just kind of killing time. I got about 15 seconds left on this gameplay to talk over, and at the end of the day I just hope you all have fun. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the food. I hope you like meeting me. Again, don't be shy. Just come up and say hello. Very personable. I don't bite. I haven't bitten anybody in the better part of a decade, and the last person I did bite actually did survive, so we're doing good here. Oop, that's the end of the game. My team won. I did very good. Legit Grape and J-Hub, of course, did much, much better. And here we go. Subscriber kill cam for the win, even though it's not the most legit because it's a hunter killer, but whatever. It doesn't really matter because it's groundwork. Boom, and he's dead. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you at your fan meetup. Drifter out.